the last years of the 1980s, author David Alexander was writing what were to be the final books of the legendary Phoenix series featuring Magnus Trench. At the same time, David Alexander was editor of We magazine. In his office on Manhattan's Lexington Avenue, David Alexander had a view of neighboring Grand Central Station. It was there that David frequently encountered the Guardian Angels leader, Curtis Sliwa, and his fellow angel wife, Lisa Sliwa. The publisher, who called himself Captain Jack, and whose desk faced a life-size portrait of the publisher wearing a white captain's hat, was eager to put out what he called a vigilante magazine. He told David he wanted a real vigilante, like Curtis Sliwa, for the magazine. "Get me, Curtis Sliwa," he would shout at David. At around 7 or 8 o'clock, David would stand at the final pillar on the platform of the Lexington Line subway train, waiting for the local. David leaned against the right side of the pillar, while another subway rider leaned against the left. As the train approached, David would turn his head toward the figure who wore a red beret. "Hello, Curtis."
"Hello, David."
The number 6 Lexington line pulled into the station. David Alexander and Curtis Sliwa got on the last car and sat side by side.
"How's Phoenix going?"
"Not bad. I think this might be the last book, though. How are the Guardian Angels doing?"
"We're good, Dave. We're good."
David Alexander and Curtis Sliwa chatted as the southbound train stopped at the next stations. Curtis got off in Chelsea. David continued on to Broadway Lafayette. Now back at his desk, at the keyboard of his K-Pro 2, author David Alexander would spend the next hours working on Phoenix. From time to time, he would think about his subway pal Curtis Sliwa and how he would be out of a job if he was dumb enough to tell the publisher of his regular subway encounters with the vigilante. Then he would go back to work on Phoenix, imagining World War III and post-nuclear apocalypse. By author David Alexander. As powerful and as original now as it was at the height of the Cold War. Read it, ponder it, relive it. Phoenix, a legendary thriller by a legendary author.